Commissioner Sweet.
Well, I wanted to address two things. First, I would never agree to this budget either for some of the very same reasons. And unlike many of you guys, I still have an election I hope to win. And I will still say on record, that I'm okay with the tax increase. And I'll tell you why. You say that it'll cost me, I'm gonna guess high, $50 a year. I will gladly pay that. I always think about my kids when I'm making decisions here. I'll gladly pay that so that when I do call 911, my kids have somebody to show up. Or when my crazy neighbor that gets out of control sometimes when the police have to come and calm him down. I will gladly pay $50 more a year to make sure that they come. But the biggest thing for me, the biggest thing that just breaks my heart in this budget and with this commission is pay rates and increasing wages of our employees. And I was sitting here tonight and I was going commission member by commission member, and well over, to my knowledge, and I'm not gonna call you guys old, so don't say that, but most of this commission are retired or semi-retired. You're at a point in your life where your house is probably paid off. You were able to acquire land in a time when people could afford land. Your kids are probably grown, mostly through college. Doesn't mean they're off your payroll, I've learned that, but still. You grew up in a different time, my dad probably never made over $17 an hour. To my knowledge, I think that when he died, that's what he was making. And my mom didn't work, and we had a home, and they always had nice cars. We had a 90-acre farm. We had, my college was paid for without issue. He got to live the American dream and provide for our family on a much lower wage. We're not there anymore. And I realize that if your home is paid for and you're retired and all that these wages seem like enough, but they're not. They're just not. And any pay raise that's short of the rate of inflation, which is 9%, is just a slap in the face. We have police officers that if they want to go buy a house, and I'm not talking about a mansion, I'm talking about a 1,400 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's going to cost them $300,000. They cannot buy it. They can't, because their debt to income ratio at the bank will not pass. It doesn't matter if their credit's great. It doesn't matter about any of that. They can't buy a house. And so all the things that you all have got to enjoy in your life, that you now get to retire and enjoy the fruits of your labor, you're telling these people they can't have that. They don't have that right. These wages are absolutely atrocious. And some of these people, I don't even know why you come to work. I mean, I would probably, go anywhere else and work. I mean, you're dealing with the public, so, there's that stress. And I think that the people who do work here, the only reason you're even there is because you love Hawkins County. That's it. Because I know most of the deputies and y'all, you could go right up the road, not cost you that much more in gas, and you're going to have a much better paying job. I try to get my husband all the time to go to Kingsport City and teach, but he loves Hawkins County. And that's why all of us are here, right? That's why, we get paid $100 a month to do this because we love Hawkins County. And that's the only reason they're staying, but there has to come a point in time where they're like, I love it, but, I gotta live. And I just can't believe that you all are literally denying these people the chance to buy a home and to, and not a mansion, but a single family small home. And we're denying them that right now. I talked to a guy, it's a police officer. He's gonna have to move back in with his parents because he can't afford rent anymore. So what's that look like? And I just hope that when this is voted on, that we will do what we can to get these wages to at least the rate of inflation. And as far as funding it, I know that's always the flip side of the coin, and I've heard commissioners say, well, I ran on the fact that I'm never going to raise taxes. Well, why would you ever run on that? You didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, I mean, you never knew. 4 years ago, who could have predicted COVID and all that this country has gone through in the last 2 years? Who could have ever predicted that? You know, and to say that we're gonna charge the same taxes that we did in 2018. I mean, a lot of y'all own businesses. Are you charging the same process that you did in 2018? I don't think you are. I'm not. And so we have to view this the same way. And so we cannot be scared of a tax increase. We can't. You know, are there a lot of poor people in Hawkins County? Sure. Is it hard on them to afford even the day-to-day? Yes. But I guarantee you, if you called them up and said, hey, this is your choice. We can increase your property taxes and services continue uninterrupted, or we're gonna leave them where they are and you might not have an ambulance when you need them. Let them pick. I guarantee you know what they're gonna pick. And so as far as funding it and as far as these pay raises, I just hope that we back up and really think about what we expect from these employees and what we as commissioners are. So, I mean, who cares about notaries public at the end of the day or some of this stuff or committees? Like, at the end of the day, our job is to fund this budget and to be brave enough to make a tax increase when it's needed. That's why we were elected as commissioners and nowhere else. As commissioners, to be brave enough to do a tax increase where it's needed. And I think that it's time for you all to step up and be brave.